Suspected jihadists had killed at least 27 people in attacks on villages in northern Burkina Faso at the weekend. In the northwest of the country, about 15 people, some of them children, were killed late Sunday at the Burasso in Kosi province. That's according to a security official, while giving a provisional toll. Although a local resident puts the number of fatalities at around 20, in northern Burkina Faso, 12 people died on Saturday in an attack at the Yatenga province.
Going into the 2023 election, the quest for the Southern presidency is still so much in the air. Now, the race has become more intense as the ruling All Progressive Congress, the APC, picked Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a Southerner, as its presidential candidate, just as another prominent contestant, Peter Obi, has been the toast of many Nigerians regardless of tribe and religion. Now, joining us to discuss the quest for Southern presidency and mobilization towards the 2023 general election is the national president of the Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Bitrus Pogu. He's also a chieftain of the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum. I want to say welcome to Newsday.
Welcome, sir.
All right, to get us started, as it stands right now, do you think parties with Southern candidates or parties with candidates of Southern extraction will entice voters the more come 2023 as against what we have with the PDP, with a Northerner as its flag bearer?
Yeah, I'm convinced, not only myself, but leaders of the socio-cultural groups are united in this quest. We want a united Nigeria, not a divided Nigeria. I mean, we are so divided now through the leadership of the current government. And to again have additional 8 years, whoever it might be, whether the person is an angel from the north, is unacceptable. That's why we said we will support a president from the southern part of the country. We also warned political parties, whether it's political parties of repute, as people would want to call it, or ordinarily just parties by the sideway, or whichever, that for the unity of Nigeria, they should pick their presidential candidates from the south. Unfortunately, one party didn't care. And we promise that we will campaign against such a party, but support a party that would bring unity to Nigeria of southern extraction. The president, by 2023, after President Buhari, should come from the south. That's what we believe. And we believe that is going to reunite Nigeria.
All right, sir. We know that the PDP and the APC are the front runners in this race, and they have quite heavy chieftains, titans, under their corner. We have Atiku Abubakar from the north, and of course, Muhammadu Buhari, Tinubu in the south. If there is a situation where the parties cannot unite, and I'm specifically talking about Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Rabiu Kwankwaso of the NNPP, if there is a situation where they cannot come to an agreement as to how the vice president or presidential structure would work with both parties, what do you see coming out of this push for Southern representation in the presidency in Abuja come 2023? What do you see can happen as a result?
Thank you very much for this very important question. We are determined. You see, the problem with Nigerians and the psyche in Nigeria is that we feel only structures on ground and money bags can make it as president. We don't agree. What is going to happen in 2023 will be a mass mobilization. People are going to come out and vote for a president, whether there is structure or no structure. And the right president that will reunite Nigeria and that will take us out of the woods, both security-wise and economically, so that Nigeria can be on the right footing and occupy its right position in the polity of, of nations and whatever. So we are not bothered whether there is a very powerful political party out there like the PDP or like the APC. What we are after is somebody that is going to move Nigeria forward, that is going to reunite Nigeria. We stopped a bit in our campaign because we want all the running mates of the presidential candidates from the South to emerge. Then we would meet with these presidential candidates and assess who would best take Nigeria out of the woods. And then we'll come out openly and start working for such a candidate. When this mass movement, which I believe would take Nigeria to the promised land, starts, because yes, there are some things happening now already, Nigerians would do the needful. Because we can't take people for a ride. The youth, the women, even the elderly, everybody is suffering. And I believe as much as others who share similar views believe that Nigerians would vote for the right candidate come 2023. And we will have a southern president that would take Nigeria out of the situation it finds itself now. So just wait and see. Very soon, the mobilization proper would start. And all socio-cultural groups will unite behind whoever that candidate is.
All right, Dr. Pogu, you said, you made a blanket statement. Everyone is suffering. Or would rather say most people are suffering here in Nigeria. Now, looking at it contextually, if a northerner is the person to take Nigeria out of the doldrums they find themselves right now, would you still insist that it must be a southerner?
It's just like saying only now northerners have the capacity to do that. I don't agree. In every section of this country, we have people who are capable. Unfortunately, the people who are capable are not usually given the chance or opportunity to venture into the race. It is usually money bags that come out during the primaries, dole out monies and get the ticket. But we believe that Nigerians are going to do the right thing. We believe in every part of Nigeria we have capable people, competent hands, who can take us both out of the security situation where we find ourselves and out of the economic problem we find ourselves. I mean, can you imagine in 2015, you could go to the bank and 100, not even bank, the Bureau de Change outside, 190 something, you get $1. Today is over 600 naira to get $1. Where are we heading to? So that is the economic aspect. In the security aspect, which is even the worst, because there has to be tranquility and provision of adequate security for even business to thrive. We started from where there were only attacks. Today, kidnapping is all over the place. It has reached a situation where the government appears to be helpless to the extent that a governor, having felt that the federal government cannot do or protect its citizens or indigents, have gone ahead to say, let everybody acquire weapons and defend themselves. Now, this is how we have degenerated, and I can assure you, whether it is from Zamfara or from KB, Katsina, wherever, people are going to vote for somebody from the South who has capacity to solve the problem. And we believe what we are saying is right. You know, it is even morally wrong for someone from the North to say, after 8 years of Buhari, another Northerner has to take continue. Are the rest of the country bunch of slaves of what? We live in a federation, and the federation is made up of federated units. We even went as far as having geopolitical zones to address inequity in power sharing and other things. And then for one zone, the North, to say, yes, we have money, we have whatever it takes, so we'll keep power. Those populations which they are claiming will also come to bear. People are registering. Before, people used to take it for granted. Now people are serious. By 2023, you will see the change. And that would usher in a new Nigeria, which would take us to the promised land.
Okay, Dr. Bitrus, really quickly, you brought up the morality of having another Northern presidency after 8 years of a seemingly turbulent presidency where we have not been able to eradicate insecurity or improve the economic situation of the country, as was touted when the president originally came into power. That was his mandate to fix the two. My question to you now is, morality aside, is it not better to assess a candidate who can tackle these situations head on, insecurity, education, economics, all the like, and not specifically pinpoint where he's from? To say that only candidates only from a certain region will be the ones to be able to solve the problem, is that not an issue in the discussion that we're having in the country right now? It seems like we're marginalizing ourselves in order to find solutions when really the solutions could be anywhere. What do you say about that?
You see, it's just like saying that only from one side will you find competent hands. It is wrong. That argument that solution can be found from the North after North has failed, to me, doesn't even hold in any debate at all. A Northerner came, promised everything. Within 3 months, I will solve the insecurity problem. Blah, 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 lots of stories. It's 6 years or so, or 7 now, down the lane, and we are even going deeper and deeper into problems. And Nigerians are losing hope. We have also had statements like our boys in the bushes, etc. You are killing our boys. These were statements made to President Jonathan when he was in office. What has happened? Our boys in the bushes have been sustained and maintained, and they remain in the bushes untouched, as if they are special breeds. We want somebody who would come and act as a Nigerian, not as a Northerner or a Southerner or wherever, that he would face these people as insurgents, not our tribesmen or whatever, so that we solve and address the security problem. We want somebody who has the capacity, who has the economic know-how to turn the economy around. We want somebody who has the capacity. For how many years we've been trying to generate enough electricity? It has become impossible. But somebody who would come and address such issues. We want a Nigerian who will reunite Nigerians. For example, now because of the insurgency, nearly everybody has started to hate our Fulani brothers, including even the local ones. That has to stop. We need somebody who will reunite Nigerians again, who is not nepotic. And I believe we can find such a person in the South, in the West, in the North, in the East, all over the country. And now it is the turn of the South, because a Northerner has tried it and has failed, and now it is time for a Southerner to do it, and we believe the Southerner will bring the required change.
We want to say many thanks to you, Dr. Pogu, for taking our time to speak to us on the quest of getting a Southern president come 2023.